Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And to start off today, since it's dark and it's 3:30 a.m., we're gonna go ahead and clean out this trap because it's loaded. And there's something in here that I have not seen in that cube tank in years. I have no idea when the last time I saw one of these is. So let's go ahead and crack this sucker open and I'll show you what I caught. So here's what I caught. We've got these 5 bristleworms here, and we'll add that to my total, which brings my total to, how many bristleworms have I caught? Got a pencil around here. Here it is. So I was at 57 plus 5 leaves me with 62. So we've now removed 62 bristleworms from this tank, assuming these are in fact bristleworms. And it also caught this guy here. Look at him jump. Isn't that crazy? But it's basically some form of copepoid, I believe. And since I haven't seen one of these in a long time, I'm gonna, ooh, and he can really move. So I'm gonna find a way to catch this guy again with, I don't know, one of these caps here maybe. I can get him to go inside the cap and I'll put him back in the tank, since I believe he's a beneficial guy. So we'll try and save him. Again, the tanks are dark right now, so turn on a light for this, but so yeah, we'll dump him back into the refugium area of the cube, and then I'll reload my trap and stick it back in. Well, yeah, so the rest of this video is basically going to be the rest of what I shot for yesterday's video. There was still a bit left, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that in here. So basically, I'm about to explain to you why I bought the Red Sea Reefer tank instead of another tank. So this isn't like something you just do on a whim. This is something I was thinking about doing for 3 years. 3 years ago is when I first started researching what tank to get, what I liked and stuff like that. The original plan was a water box aquarium, because they're making a tank that's basically just as good as Red Sea's tank. And at the time, they had like a better light system that they were selling. Red Sea's caught up to them on that. The water box aquarium at the time came with wave pumps, but didn't come with an ATO, which obviously the ATO on this tank is, you know, not the most, you know, technologically advanced thing in the world. So, and I'm not even using it. So that was a non-effect, because the obviously the Red Sea tank comes with this top off, but the water box didn't. But obviously I bought a top off, so I wasn't worried about the top off. I did want the wave pumps. So after about a year of thinking about it and deciding I was ready to do it, I was going to go ahead and get buy the water box, because it was just way cheaper. I mean, it was almost $1,000 cheaper for basically the same setup, and I was getting more because I was getting the wave pumps. So when I finally went to do that, that was just about the moment that Waterbox decided that it didn't want to try and, you know, take any of Red Sea's business. They just wanted the same amount of money, so they stopped offering the wave pumps. So now the Waterbox doesn't have a wave pump or an ATO. They stopped their lighting program, so you can't get the lights with them anymore. And basically the price is exactly the same now. I mean, if you were to buy a similar Red Sea tank, or a water box tank, get all the same stuff, it's going to cost you almost the exact same amount of money. Red Sea's been doing it longer. They got a better reputation. And of course, when I came back yet another year later, 3 years we're talking now, they had come out with these Reef Wave, or at least on their website, they had come out with these Reef Wave pumps. So, I mean, I've always wanted wave pumps, and I wanted lights that had kind of weather control. I kind of hope this was one that would have done, lightning effects and stuff like that, but it's not. But it does have the cloud feature, which I'm going to go back into my app here, and I'm going to show you some adjustments. And of course, I got to do the device manager thing again because it's not reading them. There, now it's reading my lights. So, the cloud feature. Real quick, I figured out what this is. This is like 40%, that's like 30%, that's like 20%. That's basically what the different levels do. I have seen this go where basically it's like a cloud's moving overhead. It just drops the light over here, 45, and maybe moves across to this other light over here. That's what it does. I think I'm going to go back here. Right, go back in the lights. Now running. No, wrong button. Go to schedule, browse library. Maybe we'll select that 18K. I don't know. Oh, I still gotta click that button and click apply. And it shut off one of my lights. Oop, now it shut off the other light because it's doing its updating thing. And hopefully that doesn't take too long. There it is. So that's much more blue. That's full blue and half white now. So, I mean, it comes up, it kind of looks funny to look at, but with the diatone bloom going on and the fact that coral and algae likes blue lights, I figure this might be a better setup to run on for the time being. And then hopefully we'll, not have this algae breakout too bad. It won't be too much to clean off. I need to get a scraper for over here instead of just using my little sponge on a stick deal that I have. So this has been set up for a couple hours now. Hasn't leaked a drop. It's working perfect. So down here at the brine shrimp tank, hatching them just straight in the tank, it worked just fine. I had thousands of them in here and I was pretty pleased with how it came out. And then I went ahead and added some water and kept feeding them as I was before. And I don't know, something went wrong this time because I basically lost everything that was in there. So I put in more eggs this afternoon before I left to work. If they've hatched, I can't hardly see. Well, maybe there's a couple in here, but not as many as I expected. So something has definitely gone wrong in here. I probably should have cleaned the entire tank out when I served up everything that was in here to the tanks, but I didn't. So might have to clean this out and start it over from scratch. Hey, so sorry it was such a short video today. I got more stuff coming yet, but I didn't have anything more to throw in here today. So I do have one more thing to throw in. That's I did a time lapse on the Reefer 250 to basically, because I was trying to catch the clouds as they went by, so I'd have that on film. I don't necessarily think I caught it, but I can show you what I figured out about the engineer gobies. I think I did mention it before, but they definitely seem to like the morning. As you'll see on this time-lapse video, they, as soon as the sun breaks through the door wall window, even though I have the curtain drawn, as soon as that happens, they're out of the rocks and they're swimming all around the tank. And then somewhere about late afternoon or something like that, they go and hide. So that's all for today, and I'll see you next time.